What's going on, Chick-fil-A fam? I am here in the new house. Obviously, we do not have the Mark case set up, so I'm doing this unboxing from my kitchen. I just got the baby face down and took a shower, so excuse my appearance. But I did want to get these unboxed for you because we've had them for a while. They actually came to my in-laws' house in Kentucky, so I've been waiting to fully unbox these guys for you guys. And I'm super pumped because they are the Mattel Ultimate Edition. So for those of you who may not know, I'm sure all of you guys do, but these are Mattel's premium line of Elites. Super awesome, come with a lot of extras, a lot of extra articulation and stuff that we're gonna get into, but we do have Ultimate Warrior to unbox today, as well as the baddest bitch on the planet, Ronda freaking Rousey. All right, I'm gonna start with Ronda. Before I get into showing you guys all of the details, I wanted to show you guys the packaging. In my opinion, the packaging is a little less than stellar, especially for something that's called the Ultimate Edition. I was expecting the packaging to be a little bit more of a wow factor. I didn't want it to be big and obnoxious and bulky like the entrance grates or anything like that, but it's just kind of weird. It's got these cut off corners. I would have preferred, if they were gonna just do this plain packaging with the plain backdrop, just a regular rectangle box versus this like oddly shaped, looks like some sort of like piece of a transformer. Also the background is just solid red in all of these, so kind of lackluster, but I mean, you know, we are not MOC collectors anyway, so the packaging really isn't that huge of a deal because we don't keep them in the package. But we are gonna break Ronda out of her plastic prison and take a look at all the details. So let's take a look at how it comes in the little plastic clamshell. We have the figure right here. She comes stock with her like fighter's face on, and then she's got her ring gear obviously, and then she also comes with her entrance gear. So she's got the little kilt and the leather jacket. The arms come completely off, so these are completely separate arms. So her fighting arms pop off, and then she's got her entrance arms, and then you do get 2 additional head scans. All right, so let's take a look at her as she comes out of the box. So this is how she comes presented in the box. The cool thing about this Ronda is this is the first Ronda that has been in her ring gear. So you have the rowdy sports bra, you have the black shorts, and then obviously the black boots. And then she's got her wrist wraps, and then whatever these little things are. I'm not really sure, just like knuckle protectors. Not really sure what those things are, but anyway. It's what she wears. She's got her fighting face on. I think the scan on this face is freaking incredible. I mean, they got her little beauty mark, her little mole, whatever you want to call it, perfectly placed. Her hair looks amazing, the braids and all of that. There's so much detail in the sculpting of the hair. What's also really cool is she has double jointed knees. A lot of the women's figures do not have double jointed knees. In fact, I think the only other women's figure to ever have double jointed knees was Miss Elizabeth, which, you know, I mean, she's probably the one who needs double jointed knees the least, and she's got them. So really cool that she's got the double jointed knees. She has toe articulation, so she's got ankle articulation, like the foot articulation, and then toe articulation. So you can get these figures in some pretty cool poses. Also double jointed elbows, which is really super cool. It allows for a lot more flexibility. I mean, look, like she can like touch her face. Try to do that with the other women's figures. Their hands are like way out here, but yeah, complete shoulder rotation, head articulation, super freaking awesome. So we got 2 of them because we wanted to be able to display her in her ring gear as well as in her entrance gear. So this is what she looks like with her entrance gear on. So I switched the head because, you know, she's always usually smiley when she comes out for her entrance. She's got the kilt. You can see the detailing and the sculpting on the little front, the little shield on the front, all of the detailing on the jacket. The jacket, again, these are completely separate arms. That's one cool thing about the Ultimate Edition, like everything just pops off. And she has 2 different sets of hands. So she's got a closed set of hands. I'm trying to get this arm back in here. Ugh, sorry, Rhonda. She has a closed set of hands and then a hand that is open for holding things, mics, chairs, whatever she needs to hold, kendo sticks. Again, same hair as the first figure. And then the additional head scan is like her just casual hairs down, smiling. So yeah, I love this Ronda figure. I think it's freaking super sick. If you're only gonna have one Ronda figure in your collection, I definitely think it needs to be this Ultimate Edition, because even though we bought 2 figures because we're gonna display them, even if you just buy the one, you got 2 figures in one, because you got entrance ring, what's the word I'm looking for? Entrance attire, and then fighting Ronda. All right, next up we have Ultimate Edition Ultimate Warrior. This is how he comes displayed on in the plastic in the box. Has 2 additional sets of hands, so an open set of hands, fists, and then a semi-closed hand, again, for holding weapons, mics, all of those awesome things. But he does come in his coat, and then he's got 2 different head scans. So let's pop this guy out. All right, so let's check this guy out straight out of the box. So he's wearing his duster jacket, whatever you want to call it. This is his Halloween Havoc 1998 attire against Hulk Hogan. One of the worst matches in wrestling history, but still made for a sick figure. So you can see up close the paint. It's like got some orange, white, blue, a little bit of black. And I think there's some purple. I can see some purple in there too. But again, the face sculpt looks really freaking incredible. The hair, you can see all the different shading in the hair. For instance, like, let me just show you, like, you know, just as a comparison. Here's just a regular Elite AJ Styles, and you can see how much detail goes into these Ultimate figures versus just the standard Elite. But what is amazing, I mean, look at the detail on this freaking duster. I mean, it looks so incredible. The colors are bright. The print is really on point. It's super sharp. Everything looks very clean. Even like the lines, like sometimes when they cut this type of material, it can look a little bit messy and have some fringe and stuff. These look really clean. The colors popped up. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like without all of this too, because again, we got 2. So you have your entrance when he's first starting the match, running down to the ring, shaking the ropes, and then you have Battle Worn Warrior. So he does come with this additional head sculpt, which I absolutely love, with the face paint kind of like, you know, worn off, if you will. So, you know, it's typically how a Warrior looked at the end of his matches. All of his paint had sweat off, and I love this head sculpt. So what's super cool about these figures, again, the double jointed elbows, they got double jointed knees, and then the regular Elites, you can see, just have like the crunch articulation, but Warrior here has like a complete like swivel, a swivel thing going on. Looks kind of like one of those dash, like the hula dash girls. Again, he's got wrist articulation, the double jointed elbows. This was super cool, kind of something that was like, you know, didn't get talked about, but tassel articulation. So you can really like pose the tassels, you know, depending on how he's got, if he's got his press hands on, you know, you can have them hanging down, or, you know, if he's running, you can have him flying to the back. So I thought that was really cool that the tassels actually have a little bit of articulation. But let's look at the actual ring gear itself. You guys, this looks so incredible. Like, look how crisp and clean those lines are. Look how bright the paint is. I think this is where the Ultimate Editions really kind of set themselves apart. Just like the detailing in the wrist wraps and the trunks and the freaking knee pads and the boots. Again, he has toe articulation as well. But yeah, it just looks so freaking incredible, you guys. Like, look at the detail and everything on him. I mean, even like his little tattoo here. And then that's the back of the trunks. So I am a fan of the Ultimate Editions. I cannot wait to get the Shinsuke and Brett. You know, the cool thing about these, you know, I don't think these are something that's gonna appeal to just like the everyday, you know, figure collector, but if you're really into like figure photography and stuff like that, these are must have, again, just because of the additional articulation, the detail, the way these are gonna show up in, you know, on your photos and stuff like that. Like, everything just looks so nice. So, yeah, these are your current Ultimate Edition figures. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, make sure you check your Ultimate Editions too, because I'm glad we got 2 of them, because one of our Rondas came with 2 right arms. Her jacket arms, there was 2 right arms in there. So make sure you double check when you get your figures. that you do have a right and left arm. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Unboxamania. I hope you enjoyed these, you know, Ultimate Edition figures because they are freaking mage. And if you have any questions or want to see any more photos of them, let me know and I can take up close pictures and things like that. But I hope you guys are having a great night and I'll talk to you soon.